sport, well, Hyundai is launching its new Exter compact crossover in South Africa as the brand's cheapest SUV. For more on this, we are joined by Hyundai South Africa's CEO, Gideon Jansen van Rensburg, to tell us about this brand new entrant into the market. Gideon, exciting times for you as Hyundai, a brand new kid on the block. Tell us a bit more about this Exter. Of course, we hear that it's presently the only country outside of India where this is going to be retailed is South Africa. How did this come about?
So, morning, Andee. Thanks for having me on the show. It's quite exciting times for us. We saw this vehicle in India in 2023, and we knew this will have a major impact on the South African motor market, especially in the entry-level crossover segment. But this vehicle was only destined for India. So we started engaging our colleagues in India, and eventually, through lots of negotiations, we managed to get the green light in the beginning of 2024 to launch the vehicle in South Africa. And it's a further collaboration of the great relationship we've got with Hyundai Motor India and our colleagues in the Middle Eastern and African segment. And we're actually very exciting to host them this week in South Africa at the official launch of this vehicle in Cape Town.
And talk me through perhaps what the vision was, because you speak about wanting to bring it to South Africa, but Hyundai has been relatively quiet in the South African market for a while, and you now come with this new entrant into the market. What are your expectations of where you would want this car to perform and perhaps where you want it to compete? Because it is somewhat of a crossover in between an SUV and a sedan.
Yeah, so we have had a bit of a dry spell in launching new vehicles in South Africa, but with the Exter, we are very excited to launch this in that entry-level segment. It's an entry-level crossover, so launching at a very aggressive price. So it's an exciting time for us, and I mean, we believe it's going to be a volume seller as part of our lineup. Beautiful design, great safety features, a great all-round package for us. Very exciting times for Hyundai South Africa ahead.
And of course, South Africans always talk about pricing as something that's very important. Hyundai Automotive South Africa has recently adjusted the pricing of some of the models in the local lineup, and the new i20 was launched with a very competitive price ticket. Have these strategies had the desired effect in this very competitive market where you have importers of Chinese vehicles also playing largely in the country?
Yeah, the South African motor industry is very competitive, especially in the entry-level and the mid-entry-level segments. And I think the Chinese has just compounded this with cheap vehicles, with lots of extras. But for us, we always say is that the relationship starts once you've bought the vehicle. So price is one thing, but thereafter you've got to focus. You've got to look after the vehicles. I think we've got a reliable track record. We've got still the market-leading 7-year, 200,000 kilometer warranty. That plays a major impact. I mean, when you sell your cars after 3 years, you sell your cars with a balance of a 4-year manufacturer's warranty that you can look after. Further to that, we've got over 100 vehicles that can service your vehicle. We've got a Hyundai-approved repairer program that when your vehicle is in a crash, we make sure that the parts are there and we can track that vehicle. And our aim is to make sure that every vehicle is repaired within 30 days. So it's an exciting times. We've realigned our entry-level products to make them more competitive. And we're very excited for the future ahead and to position Hyundai as the brand that can stand the test of times.
Yeah, certainly sounds like exciting times indeed. But not too long ago, you did slip from your number 4 record that or position rather, that you held on the NAMSA list of passenger vehicles. Is this a way of perhaps getting you back to that place and being a bit more competitive in the South African market? Do you believe that Exter will give you the edge and the hope of regaining that status?
Definitely. So we've always been number 4 in the passenger market. If you add light commercial vehicles to that, then we've slipped to number 5. But with the launch of the Exter and the volumes that we're expecting to do, we certainly hope that we're going to make an impression on that number 4 spot overall. And we're also launching some other exciting products in the next 6 months or so. So all I can say is watch the space and let's see what happens.
And the big question many will ask after hearing all of this is, how does it drive? So the new Exter comes with a remarkable list of standard features, a full set of airbags, that's front airbags and front driver side impact airbags, an airbag curtain. The list could go on, but also notice some derivatives also come with an electronic stability program for the active safety. This high safety spec level is a breath of fresh air in the segment, but what was the thinking when coming up with some of these features, especially the safety features in the Exter?
So obviously to have a win, you need to have a great design. You need to have some ergonomics. You need good comfort and convenience features. And then everything's got to have good, what we call roadside manners. So the car's got to drive nicely. And I think that is important for us. And I mean, South Africa's motoring public is very well educated. So from a safety package, we've got 6 airbags. We've got a tyre pressure monitoring system, which we believe is class leading in the Exter. And this vehicle is well designed with a great target audience that we want to target, young professionals, young families that can drive around this vehicle and on a leisure with a great height clearance of 185 centimeters. So we're very excited about the future, and we believe this car is going to do very well and give us the edge over our competitors in this segment.
All that in an entry-level car, and the big question, I suppose, it might be early days because you are still going to launch the vehicle, but price-wise, if you're talking now entry-level, how much would a person be looking at in terms of range for this vehicle?
So we're launching the premium model at 269,000 Rand, which is very competitive in the South African space. That market segment has got a lot of entrants, but we believe we can stand out because for us it's about affordable motoring. It's not just the 269 that you pay up front, but it's everything that you get with it. A 3-year 45,000 service plan, a 7-year 200,000 kilometer warranty. So when you trade that vehicle in, you're going to get your money back. We're going to look after you during the journey that you have in this phenomenal car. So there's no reason not to buy one and support the brand and get part of the Hyundai family.
Now, Gideon, as we wrap up then, you've already touched on perhaps the target audience potentially for this. Someone who's watching at home and wondering, is this car for me? How do you then know, or who is the primary target audience for the Exter?
So the primary audience is young professionals, somebody that value their lifestyle, that balance their lifestyle, that's maybe you're a young family, young couples that also wants to go on a leisure weekend and that want to take advantage of the features that we're offering, but also the fuel consumption on this vehicle. I mean, it's a 4-cylinder, 1.2-litre engine that is very economical and that doesn't want to overpay and that needs a bit of an SUV, a bit harder ride and that can enjoy this vehicle. So that is what we're looking to target with this vehicle.
Well, it sounds like it's really one where you've thought of everything, and I hope there's a boot space to pack because you're saying, well, people should be traveling in this smart car as well.
There's lots of space in this vehicle. The designers has done a phenomenal job. So please come and look at it. You're going to be mightily surprised.
Certainly. And as we wrap up then, I did say that was the final one. You're saying, please have a look at it. Where can one get more information or have a look at the Exter if they are interested?
The vehicles are in our showrooms, in our dealer network. We've got over 100 dealers countrywide. So go and have a look at the vehicle, visit our website and see the vehicle. We're officially launching it tomorrow in Cape Town with the press. And I'm sure you'll see it all over the social media and the press.
Oh, well, certainly looking forward to it. So that officially launches tomorrow, then that being the Hyundai Exter, brand new market, or rather brand new entrant in the market. Of course, a low-end SUV vehicle that is seen as a crossover. And of course, Gideon Jansen van Rensburg joining us, who is the CEO of Hyundai South Africa, just to give us a bit more details on that as they prepare for that launch. That's where we'll leave it then in terms of this exciting new entrant in the market as we head back into your sports news.